always told stories through our music, through our chants, and through our songs. And now we have the time to tell the story of this time, this moment of us here protecting Mauna Kea. Our very voices, our very Ha is a descendant of Ha Loa, of Wakea, of Papa, of Ho'ohoku Kalani. This is our time to raise our voices in a good way for unity, for the protection of our sacred places, to lift these vibrations of love, of aloha, of kapu aloha from our hearts, from our na'au, for the places that we love, for this aina that we love. Eyala, here we are, and we are still here, still singing, still dancing, still chanting. Eola mau.
Alohe kalahui. It's such an honor to be able to see all of our people coming together and knowing that we're getting together, not even beyond our own as Kanaka Maoli, but as Kanaka, as the descendants of Ho'ohoku Kalani, as those stars that walk on the earth now. This is why we are here. The instruction by the Akua when they gave us this, when they placed us here, the instructions on how to live with this aina, those kanavai, and how to stay in humble connection with all of our kupuna, those in the heavens, those that crawl on the earth, those that swim in the sea. This is what we are standing for, because for too long we forgot that. For too long, much of the world forgot that. It's time that we continue to stand, and we ain't going nowhere. But as I told them, pack it up, they're going home. We have learned how to conjure that fire. We have learned how to maintain and malama mai kauka a ke kai. That is what makes us Kanaka Maoli, because we are part of this Maoli indigenous ecosystem. We are just as one of those integral species that helps to maintain the flow of life from the heavens down into the Mauna Kea Kanaloa. We are that flame from the core of the earth. We are the snow at the summit of the Mauna. And we remember that. That is when we are one again. That's when we are back in alignment with our Papahana Mokuakia. So, in alignment, we know that it is not just a kuleana of only Kanaka Maoli. We know that it's not only Kanaka Maoli who has stood up in this way. We are part of a global awakening. We are now taking our stand and our place in that kuleana. All around the world, people are fighting to protect the last of their waters, protecting their forests, protecting their mauna, protecting their oceans, protecting the animals, those kupuna la'au. We are all standing because we're on that brink. Sad sometimes we gotta wait till we right to the end before we wake up, but we up now. We're honoring with our ohana from that side of the Moana Nui and their alignment in their stance to protect and to stand for the sacredness of the mountains. I hope that resonates deep, even with all their people there in Japan. And for all the people around the world, let us sound the drums. We're not just going through this routinely. This is ritual. We are all in put it together. That is the power of accumulative prayer. And with that, that is where that healing begins. It begins with each and every single one of us, within our core. Regardless of our backgrounds, regardless of our national origins, regardless of our ethnic origins. Yeah? The national, all that. Regardless of that. That kind of stuff. We are all made of the same substance that when we look into the heavens, we see that twinkle of the heavens, the twinkle of the stars, we are made of the same. We are made of the same vai, the same water that is forming the clouds above us, that form the kino, the body of our kupuna, of all the kumula'au, of all the holoholona, the ice upon the mauna, the ice on our poles. Again, this fight is a world conscious movement. So let us not draw no barriers, no borders. We see that we are all fighting the same. And so to all of our ohana out there, from other nations that have also stood, that also inspired us, let us give this mana back and let us combine. Heola.
This movement is an opportunity for Native people all across the world, not just in Hawaii, to find their identity and find their voice again.